Hi and welcome to Smebox AB. Today we're going to talk about the Knowledge as a Service, KaaS. I'm Kenneth Sundin and I will guide you through this presentation. Knowledge as a Service, KaaS. What is that? Why? How? Who? What is it? Is it a new thing? What is it all about? Actually, I checked Wikipedia, as I normally do when I want to see if something exists, and it doesn't really exist in Wikipedia. The only thing you can find is the Dutch word for cheese. Based on the software as a service concept, where we can say that software available through the cloud. I was actually thinking the same when we named this knowledge as a service concept, because it's actually knowledge accessible thanks to the cloud technology. There are a lot of platforms where we can find our KaaS when we create them, and of course we can mention YouTube and video and these kind of platforms where you can upload not at least videos. Let's go into the world of knowledge as a service. To understand what knowledge as a service is, we have made a definition. A specific knowledge made available as an on-demand service, where the knowledge has been transformed into a cloud-based digital project, meaning that we take the basis in traditional knowledge and experiences as human beings collect them, but we try to convert them into a digital environment and make them accessible. To get the knowledge you are looking for anytime, any place, any device, these three expressions that some guy famous in the IT industry mentioned some year ago, meaning maybe something different, but also he was looking forward to be able to share knowledge this way using the tools and the software. You can wonder why you need this, and you can see it's available when you need it, just in time. You don't have to wait for a course to start or to wait for a certain hour or day to happen. You can have it just when you want it, whenever you can have it. And it's definitely available where you need it. In using all this you can say handheld devices like tablets, and we have our smartphones, and we have a lot of different things that make us totally independent on where we use them, and that means we can have it in the office, we can use it in the workplace, in a meeting with a customer, or wherever we are traveling or whatever. So that is really, whenever you are looking for a knowledge in a certain domain, you will be able to find it. And also the knowledge as a service concept, it's based on these small learning modules rather than entire courses. It's not to be, you can say, it's not definitely not a mock, the mock massive online open courses. It's really bits and pieces of knowledge that you have for a very certain need. It will definitely be available at a cost everybody can afford. Some will of course be for free. Everything on the net is free today, but also for a minor fee that is based actually on as the same in all the other software as a service and as a service concepts. It's based on the volume actually, and that can be spread all over the world. And also in a way you can understand, and this is very important. A lot of material you can find on the net are based on the academic level and the academic approach, and that is of course a very good base. A lot of people can use that, but not everybody. So it's also to think about the target group when you create a knowledge as a service package. What makes the learner understand it the best? The how is of course it's net-based. Knowledge modules can be in form of images, audios, text, even if I can see that videos are going to dominate for a while, and maybe animated videos too. So there's a lot of different channels or formats. They are definitely designed to be concrete and to the point and for an instant use. It's not for in case I will need it tomorrow knowledge. No, it's just for the moment. And we are made it also based on situation. It's you can say it's maybe part of this problem-solving pedagogical model, but at the same time, it's the bits and pieces makes it really easy to narrow it down to a very specific situation and explain or give a suggestion on how to do it. Sharing experience actually. Transferring knowledge to modern digital projects using the tools available gives everybody a chance to acquire new competence, and that is one of the core ideas behind the knowledge as a service. Anybody can acquire a new competence, and even if you normally, what an entrepreneur do, lack time or you don't have enough funding to take the course you want, this is available in a way that you can use the money and time you have available. And who, of course, independent of background. There is no formal thing about the knowledge as a service. You find the knowledge pieces and you can use it for the independent of the background. Maybe you are in a very remote place, or maybe you are in a hospital, or maybe you are in the car. It doesn't really matter, because it's wherever you are, whenever you are, it's for you. Of course, if you can access the net with the device, that is the core thing. That might be the slight difference from the traditional e-books, etc., that you can carry with you, independent if you have access to the net or not. Target groups of this, students, of course, everybody. We are all students from we are born until we take a step to the other side, but if you mean students that regular are in schools or universities. Employees in companies, this is very smart to give new knowledge to employees. And of course, entrepreneurs. And in Smedbox we focus on the small businesses, and we focus on the micro and solo enterprises, because we think that they are traditionally small consumers of traditional courses, and even if they attend some workshops, some seminars, they don't spend too much time and money on this. But I think that this model of knowledge as a service fits into their daily work. Sharing knowledge, the classic model is actually a teacher in a classroom, you have the learners, and that's it. That's the setting we maybe think about the first when we hear about how to get the new knowledge. It has always been an entrepreneur to entrepreneur in the workplace transfer of knowledge and competences among colleagues, or from a senior entrepreneur to a junior entrepreneur, for example, or from an entrepreneur to an employee. It has also been between entrepreneurs engaged in a certain task. It can actually be in a case where the provider and the customer works together, and that creates a learning environment. This is quite classic situations where we share our knowledge and where we get new knowledge. Sharing knowledge with KaaS is a little bit of a different process actually. We start with somebody who we call the knowledge provider. A person that has the knowledge and skill and experiences that is worth to share, or that he or she wants to share. We have a knowledge producer creating a digital product, and that means we need a middleman, or the knowledge provider can also, because the tools are so easy to use, become a producer. Like I'm doing now, recording this presentation, and I will transfer it and I will produce it with a tool that I use. It's called Camtasia, and hopefully it will be available to you soon. We have the knowledge distributors. You can compare it with the libraries, as we have been reading books in before, but the knowledge distributor are more to compare with the e-commerce, the web shop, and you can find them on the net, and they are aggregating. That means that you have one certain place to look for a knowledge package, instead of finding it one by one in the house of the knowledge provider. We have the knowledge consumer, and that is actually the customer or the student or the learner that can consume this knowledge anytime, any place, and any device. What's required for the consumer? A device connected to internet and the basic skills in using browsers and search tools. That's all it takes. And of course, what I always say, you got to have an interest to learn, otherwise it's difficult. Hopefully the knowledge providers are making the modules very inspiring and interesting. We have the providers. They need to have a skill and experience as a knowledge provider. As an expert in their domain, or as a senior entrepreneur that has been working for a long time in the same industry and have a lot of knowledge and experience to share. They also need to train and to practice a little bit of the pedagogical skills for this net-based learning. And that is the reason also why teachers from traditional learning environments, they have a step to manage. They have a threshold to pass before they are really into the net-based learning. It's a little bit of a different pedagogical skill. We have the producer, and normally we can talk here about technical skills, but you can also talk about design, you can talk about graphic skills, you can talk about communication skills, but normally we focus on the technical skills to take care of the recorded material, to you can say add value to it, and to refine it to a final product. We have the distributor that provides a platform for distributing digital products, like in membership sites or in a web shop or a learning management system or paid through an affiliate system. Normally also the distributor is the organization that takes care of marketing and sales for these knowledge packages. And of course we have to market and sell also free products. And of course search engine optimization is a part that is very important, because with that you are going to be found. Without it, nobody knows that you are there. Think about the team now for this. Is it one single person that can do everything, or are we cooperating? And I believe in the network organizations that cooperates, and each individual, each partner do their piece in this jigsaw puzzle. Cooperating with partners instead of doing everything from A to Z, I believe that is a great model, and it also fits in the crowd sourcing and everything with the crowd that we find today. It can be through a funding that we are, like sometimes I work in a European Commission funded project, but it also can be paid through a business model where we produce a couple of learning modules and customers pays for it, and we have a traditional business model, or maybe a new digital based business model. We have some key factors for success, and I think it should be easy to produce, otherwise the knowledge providers will hesitate. It should be easy to find, because otherwise we have a lot of golden nuggets all over the net but nobody finds them. When you find it, it should be easy to use and easy to consume actually. Matching the needs with the right digital project and matching sender and receiver. With that I mean it's not enough with one single video covering the entire process of marketing, because we are looking for different types of marketing. We are as we do with the artists and authors, we like a certain artist and we dislike another artist, and it's the same with this. You start to like a certain knowledge provider and returns to that person or that organization to get more, because you like the way you are doing things. So it's very strongly related to the emotions you can create. Of course you have to add the value to the consumer, because that's the reason why they are consuming it. But it is also an added value to the knowledge provider, because as a traditional learner or consultant or a lecturer or speaker or coach or whatever you mention, you can say you have only been selling your hours. With the knowledge as a service business model, you can transfer your knowledge and skills into a digital knowledge package that you can sell to a bigger audience and sell even when you are sleeping. So this is actually part of earn the money while you're asleep concept that you can say a lot of different sites that has different solutions for. I'm Kenneth Sundin, and my partner in this is Basil Matar, and if you like to connect with us, you have the information here, and I wish you the best in using knowledge as a service. Maybe you're a provider, maybe you're a consumer, maybe you're a producer or even a distributor. Feel free to contact us for that.